All right. Welcome back to the campaign, everybody. last we left off, party had been traveling through these underground tunnels, traveling along this underground river as well. When this fog began to come up, around the same time, they also saw a few lights and shapes on the river traveling across. And after some antics and a bit of deliberation, the party eventually decided to, and hearing voices coming from this boat, they decided to try their luck as they were beginning to be attacked from monsters on the bed of the river. They were able to climb aboard and were greeted by a good handful of figures. It seems that there were a few. This boat is ran by some smugglers that were taking some items to the city of Skullport, kind of an undercity to Waterdeep, inside of Undermountain. So it was revealed that you guys are technically in Undermountain. There was the captain of this ship. Thronis had spoken with her a good deal, including trying to hash out some details regarding how the tunnel that they discovered might be used. Celia spoke with this drow teenager after she had disguised herself as a human, who actually had a few questions about living out on the surface. And she actually shared some of her own advice with him and referred him over to the Sea Maiden's Fair. Try and get him something going up on the surface. I don't believe Cordelia had done anything. I think she had chatted, I think, a bit with a few of them, but I don't think we determined, and I think we'll remedy that here in a little moment. But the party also interacted with a new character, I'll say. A dragonborn scholarly figure who had been traveling alongside these smugglers with a band of other researchers that were researching the Underdark that he had been tagging along with. Prisma has been introduced to the campaign. And I think we're going to pick up, let's say with Cordelia, and then I'll check in with the rest of you as well on what you're doing. You guys are getting pretty close to Skullport, you've been informed. We'll check in on the kind of prep for getting there in a moment, but in this time that you've been traveling, Cordelia, is there anything that you think you would be doing? Anybody you would want to chat with?
Oh, probably anybody and everybody, for being realistic with Cordelia. So, how long have you had this ship? Where'd you get it from? Where are y'all heading? What are you doing down here? Blah blah. Like that one kid in Home Alone who's like asking the taxi driver all the questions.
You know what? I think because most of the rest of the party has chatted with other figures. I'm gonna say you see this Duragar, this kind of dark dwarf, shaven head, but big beard, kind of sharpening an axe and like sitting on a barrel, and you think, oh, he's not too busy with anything much, so let's go check in with him on it.
Yeah, talk to him. Howdy.
Hello.
What's your name?
Dal. He says after
Dal?
like a good pause. Dal. D-A-L.
Dal. Okay, like a Dal, Rob. Got it. Well, Mr. Dal, how long have you been on this ship?
He kind of pauses his sharpening of this axe and kind of recollects for a moment. I've been on this ship for only several years. I have been smuggler for 32.
Oh. What all do you smuggle?
He actually stops sharpening again and kind of gives you like this quizzical look. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Okay.
And I will say this
So
is going to be at a
good.
conditional -2.
Minus
Sorry.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's fine. Let's see. Persuasion +1, that's 5. Minus 2, that's 4.
He, looks up at you quizzically and then just kind of just chuckles just a little bit and like shakes his head side to side, like not even like in a no sort of look, but more than like, man, she doesn't even know what she's asking for. That is not business.
Not my business. Okay.
We keep things close to the chest.
Well, could I be close to the metaphorical chest?
He's actually going to look over at his tiefling companion that Othronus is speaking with. And I'll say with this one, both Othronus and Cordelia, both of you roll a singular roll, persuasion roll, and we'll take the higher.
Okay. 15.
Oh, Othronus, I see that you are muted. You good? Or go away.
Nope, I'm good.
Nope.
Just nope.
Hello? Yeah?
Oh.
I can hear you.
Yep, I'm good.
Hello, good?
Ah.
Ha ha ha. So go ahead and roll a persuasion check. And Cordelia, you said you got a 15?
Yep.
I'm rolling the persuasion check.
Because he's looking over to Marva, who is talking to you and getting a bit of a indication. So instead of doing advantage necessarily, I decided let's do you roll and she rolls, and I'll take the higher of the two. This conversation, because he's basically looking. It's like, do we trust these people this much?
Well, persuasion is not bad. 13.
All right, so the 15 is the higher of the rolls. With that, he says, I won't share specifics, but I think you could probably guess that there are things that aren't sold up there. And he kind of like gives a thumbs up gesture, but like pointing up with his thumb.
Oh. Like circus
well
peanuts
as-
and country time lemonade. So hard to find those in this city.
Yeah, he squints at you. It's like, no.
That's code for drugs.
There are also things that are heavily taxed by city officials. We don't here. And Marva just like pitches in, it's like, hell yeah, we don't.
Well then. So, is that fun? Or is it like
He
just
gives
a
you like
regular
a
job?
quizzical look. It's like, what do you mean fun?
Well, do you enjoy your job? Does it give you a sense of adventure or purpose?
I suppose it gives me money, and that is what I have been.
You ever run into any bigwigs, any important people who buy your stuff?
We do not sell things directly. This is your first time interacting with the criminal elements here?
Well,
He kinda asks
here,
specifically.
not really.
With those who smuggle like us, we do not typically sell directly to people that use our product. We have what are known as fences.
What are known as what?
Fences. People who
Oh.
fence items for us.
Oh, okay.
We move the items, they sell them.
Gotcha.
I will not be sharing the name of it. At least not until I know.
Okay.
Why are you here in Scope?
Well, we were hanging out down in the sewers. We were looking for a little something, and well, we found some rough folks, and we took care of them. And then we were trying to find the way back out again, and we got a little lost.
You are quite lost. Though you said sewers? I think that's
Well,
two
caverns.
levels up.
Sewers,
Oh.
yeah.
Caverns. So
Underground
do you go
tunnels.
from sewers to caverns, or straight from
Oh,
caverns?
we went from
to
we went from caverns to, well, I guess where we are now. I guess we're still caverns.
Still technically.
If it's underground, it's sewer, cavern. One of those things that's got
Well.
water and it's under the ground.
There is a big difference between the two, but I suppose that doesn't really matter.
Right.
Right. Well, we're getting close. I'm going to begin preparations.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna jump over, I think I'm gonna jump to Prisma in this moment.
He has to step out
Oh.
real quick. He put
Oh,
BRB.
I step out. Oh, right, you mentioned. Yeah, I did see that.
He is meditating right now.
Alright,
Um,
my bad.
You know what? No, he's not meditating. He's playing a game of dice in the corner with the dwarf and the other guys.
He's checking how long he can hold his breath in the river down below. I'm kidding. And
He's
hi!
actually saying, "Oh, he's back." Is he listening?
Hello.
Make up a reason why, whatever you're doing right now. I think you're playing a game of craps with like some of the other guys. High stakes. You might come back with no shirt.
Yeah, no. Mic check, Matt?
Well, he's
Can you tell
away
him?
from his computer.
Oh, okay.
Like that's why he put BRB
Okay.
because he's away from his computer.
Okay. Now, yeah.
Okay, well, I saw him jump back on, so I wasn't certain if he was back or if. Okay. Let's check in. Celia, you had spoken with like his name, Taliesin.
What was his name?
Taliesin was the name of the elf, the drow. Are you referring to somebody else?
No, I was wondering where I heard the name before. Now I can't stop thinking about a young, friggin' Taliesin Jaffe. So this is where the Immortal's life began. He was a drow this whole time.
Yeah, no, he. Surprising how we never noticed that he was a drow the entire time. He's just got that high of a perception. But no, yeah, I think let's go back and check in with you, Othronus. You had spoken with Marva. I believe we had left it at because you were offering to basically sell her information regarding getting through the caverns, or figure out what sort of deal that would look like.
Yeah, figuring out what that would look like. Going back there and double checking that our scaly friend would not be, he'd hopefully move so we could use that place, because I was thinking originally of using it as like a secondary base, but if I can sell it, cash always helps, and we can just make a base somewhere else.
Yeah. I think you are assuming that he's going to leave.
I am assuming, but I may just talk him into it, just on the basis that, hey, someone found you already. There's just a good chance this place is no longer secure. Might be best to find a new place. We can definitely talk to the Black Staff about getting you a better, more secret place.
All right. Though I'll say that you haven't spoken with him about this yet.
No,
Are you
no, this is
planning on making
completely
this
out
deal
of. Yeah, I'm currently
now?
making this deal. This deal now, like telling them, like, and let's negotiate for a possible, one of many pathways from here to the port of Waterdeep. That takes you through some tunnels, and then you're in a cave that you got to go through underwater, but you get to the harbor, so that's good.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, but
somehow trying to figure out how to. I don't know how fast they'll act on it if they even choose to take up the deal at all, but if they do, I'll try to figure something out with our friend.
Yeah, I think she mentions. Yeah, it sounds promising for moving small quantity or keeping things particularly secret, but I think we've got a better method for getting mass cargo. And she kind of like pats the side of the ship that you're all sailing on.
No, yeah, this is more for if you need to get something in there quick, quiet, and hopefully unseen.
Yeah.
For those special occasions.
Yeah, it'll be handy to have another way through, just in case the normal ones, that ones.
You never know when someone might be trying to get something important through. It might be a person, might be information, might just be a key.
Yeah. All right. I've forgotten what we had said last time that we were doing. Do you remember anything regarding what the deal was going to look like, or what we still needed to iron out regarding that?
No, we were gonna talk to I think she had like a friend of hers or a boss of hers that like dealt more with this to see if they were even interested. Because like it's an appealing thing, but they gotta iron out how well. Because they can't just say, "Hey, I've got a secret way in. Do you want to buy it off me?" Mine needs a little bit more back and forth before we.
Yeah, a bit more.
All
right.
Yeah, she basically said, "I'll introduce you to who the person you want to talk to."
Oh yeah, I got somebody that can help iron that out. You got somebody, or would you want to be doing that yourself? I know that you said which part of the Zents were you with up there? I know there's a couple rattling around.
Every part of me wants to say the Doom Patrol, but we're the Doom Raiders.
The Doom Patrol. Devil, old chap. I think we could iron out some talks. If you give him that info, and once you get back up there,
Yeah, he'll get in
No.
touch. We'll make sure. We'll see it gets used properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I have any talking necessary, it'd probably be best if I let and I look over to Celia. She's a bit better at talking than I am, just a bit.
Yeah, Celia raises an eyebrow. Because she's confused as to where you got this notion from.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Also, I think I'm still human, so let me know when an hour is up, because I would need to recast Disguise Self.
Yeah, I'll say because I think this journey that you're taking is going to take less than an hour.
Ooh, you get to enter as a human. That'll be fun.
Yeah, you'll get to. We'll say we're getting to Goldport at a little over the half-hour mark.
Woo.
I think we're going to jump into getting into that. She says, "Yeah, well, looks like we're getting close. Yeah, you know this good old Zanny, right? Xanathar?
Yeah.
He's basically the one that runs these parts, so we keep our things on the lowdown. Technically, we're, at least in their eyes, we're not part of the thing.
Right.
So we'll need to make sure, because this is the frustrating and recent development, but he does have his men check on shipments coming through, and God, I hate taxes, but he says he's owed them. Still beats the rates up there, but we'll need to keep you all hidden down below deck. Prisma and Omelum, getting the name of the Hobgoblin.
Secrets.
Blurg. Yeah, they can stay up here since they're chartering the vessel. It's a bit of a different situation. Since you lot are unannounced, as it were, we'll need to hide you down below. If that works for the lot of you.
I mean, I suppose. As long as we don't get locked in, maybe.
I mean, we weren't planning on it, but you wouldn't, have a bounty on you, would you?
No.
You probably wouldn't tell me if you did.
Did I get to the thing yet to pay it off? No, I haven't had the opportunity yet.
Well, that's also from the study. This is not official. So, just to check, Prisma, you back? Matt?
He just got back and
Okay.
give him like
Okay.
3 minutes. He should be back on soon.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if you heard all that, but I think I'm gonna keep things moving and say, are y'all agreeing to head down below on the ship?
Yep.
Because there's a lower area.
Might as well.
Dal, the Durgar, he's actually going to show you to. There's the planks. There's the lower deck, and he actually. There's actually anybody that's interested, roll either perception or investigation.
Yes, because I'm nosy.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
That's
Sorry,
a
I heard that
15.
everyone else has to go under.
Yep.
Yes, since you're with the others and they're chartering the ship, because the whole crime war thing going on there, and it's controlled by this city that you're going into is in large part controlled by the Xanathar. She'll actually share. And he's actually even this is where he's all holed up, but keeps the place pretty damn defensive. Only we had those sort of bases. But nonetheless, you could stay up here. I mean, you could go down there if you like, but you don't need to. While we're passing through here.
I'll probably stay up there like while they're passing. But I would like to roll for stealth because he's gonna kind of like try and skitter in on all fours without being detected. Like imagine like a lizard in the desert.
Yeah.
How you just kind of crawl. Like he's gonna try and do that.
Skittering in where? Like just across the boat, or?
Oh no, under, like where they are.
Oh, so he is okay. So you're going back. You are going to hide down there with them.
I wouldn't like. I'm hiding, but from them. I kind of want to know more about them, but they don't seem that receptive. Yeah.
So you're trying
like
to hide
hiding,
from the other
but
players.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody that's interested, go ahead and like what is down here. It's mostly in crates or things like there's several tarps covering some other objects. But anybody that's interested, go ahead and roll either perception or investigation.
Perception 15.
15? All right.
11.
11.
Would I already know what's down here?
You've been helped to charter. I don't think they gave you like a tour of all their wares. You might have seen some stuff, but I'll say you can still roll to see what you see.
Well, I got a 12 for perception. For my stealth thing, I got a 17 though, so that's good, I guess.
All right.
I got a 21.
Already. 21. Damn. I'll say again, most of this is like in unmarked crates. Some of them are like slightly open. Some of them even actually have a few holes in the side, and you think that there might be some sort of creature in some of these crates. You're not certain exactly what. You see something that might seem to be something that's kind of foul smelling. I think of Ronus and Cordelia, you might think that might be something used for some sort of spell or something. Of Ronus and Cordelia, though, I'll say for sure, you guys see they're bringing you to the far section of the hold, but on kind of the close section to the stairway that you're going, there was like this area with a whole bunch of covered like figures, a whole bunch of tarps in these weird shapes. All of you see the tarps in weird shapes. Though Cordelia and Othronus, I'll say you notice feet sticking out and people-like shape. But they're not made of flesh, they're made of stone.
Oh.
Statues of some kind.
Ooh,
I'll say, Othronus, you rolled high enough. Roll an Arcana check.
Oh boy. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. That's 2 19s in a row. I'm very afraid.
Oh boy.
The balance of probability here is real bad.
That's 2 rolls. You get the indication, these do seem like they're statues, and you're not really able to take up much of like what they look like with this, unless you're like going and like pulling them off. So I will say with those 2 high rolls, you did hear about back in Baldur's Gate. You heard what felt like a tall tale of when needing to transport people for one reason or another, to try and draw less suspicion in some cases, the idea of petrifying them until later need means less mouths to feed, means gives a natural way of avoiding suspicion as you're just transporting statues. I have no idea if that's going on here, but a whole bunch of petrified people. It's an interesting one.
Why would they be transporting petrified people?
Or statues. It could be both.
Or statues?
Could be neither.
Yeah, can I look at them closer to see? I don't know if there's really a way to tell, but I should think so.
Are you going to wait until are you going to like go and like pull off the sheets? Are you going to wait until the others have gone back up?
Yeah, I guess I'll wait until like the actual ship members go up, but yeah.
And I think we're going to kind of get into a bit more of a condensed space of time here in a moment. I'm going to say, because Prisma is trying to keep out of sight, just kind of observe. Everybody go ahead and roll another perception check, just to see if you're able to see he's down here.
That's 18. Like Cordelia, D20 is actually rolling decently.
Okay, see that's more like it. That's a 10.
18, 10, and Celia, what do you say?
I rolled a 1. So 8.
1. Yeah, 8.
She can't see shit.
I don't think I'm looking, to be real honest.
She's ignoring me. She's purposefully ignoring me. I
chose
chose to fail.
Yeah, I will say that when you were brought down here, you were brought towards this kind of false crate. Like a crate with like it was like underneath the tarp, and you can like pull the like it looks like a full-on crate, but you can like actually like pull the door off to the side, and there were a couple of benches that you could sit in, as well as a small lantern. And I'll say that the 2 of you head in there, or that you're directed in there to hide. Though Cordelia, as you wait after he heads back up, it seems like they're getting to some sort of checkpoint. The boat is slowing down. But as you notice that, you're going to go over to the far side to check in on these statues. Go ahead. Did you already roll another perception or investigation check, or? Oh no, you you rolled 18 to notice.
Yeah.
To notice Prisma. And Prisma, what do you say that your total was for stealth?
Give me 1 sec. Oh, 17. That was a straight 17.
17. So I'll say as you're creeping up to these figures under this tarp, you catch out of the corner of your eye Prisma. And Prisma, how are you trying to hide from her?
So, like, he catches her, like, mid climb on wall. And then I don't know, like just hurried thinking, he just gets
Are
a
you-
sign that says "Not Prisma."
Are you trying to climb on the wall, or do you have some ability that allows you to climb on walls?
No, that's why that was gonna end badly. So I'm kind of glad that she looked at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he just sign that says "Not me."
I am not me.
I am not me. Don't look here.
Are you using a minor illusion or?
Yeah, I would be using minor
pen?
illusion for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, is
because
your
you
minor
kind of-
illusion just like a mustache and like the glasses without your marks?
I was thinking about that. I was thinking of doing the glasses with the schnoz and the mustache, but like over his dragon face. But I just thought,
Perfect.
let's not draw too much attention. The thing is, it's about the statues because I'm interested too. But she just caught me in the middle.
Yeah, you see.
So yeah, that's how I try and hide from Cordelia. I don't know how she takes that.
This in your periphery.
So I just saw him trying to hide from me.
Yes.
Yes. Behind the
This
sign
will
that
just,
says "Not me."
Poke her. This will just poke her head around. What you doing?
Not hiding.
You look like you are.
Not hiding. I thought you said not hiding.
What are you, a lawyer? I mean, I'm allowed around this ship, right? Right?
I don't know, honestly. I'm poking around because what are these bodies, statues, people, things here?
I don't know, but I mean, if they're just sitting, maybe like we can play with or something. Not play is the wrong word for it. That's definitely the wrong word with it for it. Let's move on to another kind of verb. So you're interested in the statues also? I don't know what they are. I just, I guess they like me. They don't like me. We don't like me. It's fine.
What are you talking about?
Forget about it. Why don't we go ahead and look under the sheets?
Okay. Let's peek under there.
All right.
Lifting up the sheet.
Yes.
I
I would also be lifting up the sheet.
Could I get both of your passive perceptions as well as your active perceptions? An active perception roll.
Mm-hmm. Passive is 11. And active is 21. That's a nat 20 plus 1 bonus. The first time I rolled a 20 with this die.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
My passive is 15.
Nice.
And the roll was an 18.
18. Nice. I will also ask, Delionothronis, the door has been left open. Did either of you pull it closed, or are you leaving it open?
Maybe we could close it. You think?
Mm.
It would probably be for the better if they're snooping around somewhere.
All right. The two of you lift up this tarp to look underneath, and what you see are, well, yes, they are statues. You see more exposed at this point. With your rolls, roll something real quick. That way. Okay. Yeah, with these rolls, you do see they do seem to be in what seem to be fairly natural and like artistic, maybe a little dramatic. They don't seem to be in necessarily exaggerated poses, but they do feel very lifelike.
Are they?
They're people from with the roles. I'll say they feel like they seem like they're people from a fairly distant land that you don't recognize. They're depicting people of differing origins.
Oh, so these are statues, not humans.
Well, they're not people. With the role that you got before, particularly Othronus, I don't think you got this unless Othronus said anything. Othronus had remembered hearing a story about the idea of petrifying people to move them across distances.
Oh, I see. Smuggling. Like people smuggling.
Could be.
Oh, there's a word for that.
Is
Oh,
this slavery?
it starts with trafficking. It rhymes with trafficking. I know this.
Or they could just be statues.
But we don't know which. But I mean, I got a nat 20. I thought that this would help, but I have no idea.
Well, I did.
I've never encountered these shenanigans.
Yes,
So, like, they could be people in there. He asks Cordelia, right? Like, these could
and
be
then-
like people, or like.
with the perception, I'll say, Prisma, as you're kind of contemplating this, you do hear some creaking of boards from up above. Like there are people walking on the deck above you.
I will put like my hand on Cordelia's, and then point up, like to the ceiling, and then put like a finger over my mouth, to like keep it down because I think they might hear us.
But are these legit people? Are they in trouble?
Using minor illusion, he'll bring up a hammer. Maybe let's crack one open and see what's inside.
Oh no!
Oh,
That would be an autopsy. You only do those when people are actually dead.
the word you're looking for is necropsy, but I understand.
Technically, they're still alive, so it's vivisection.
One of them words. We shouldn't probably do that. Can we like pinch them? Pinch one. Try to see if they'll wake up.
It's
Wakey,
mere
wakey,
stone.
wakey, wakey.
What kind of strength does Cordelia have that she's just
Are you
going
able to
around
pinch
pinching stone?
Yeah, trying to
Yeah.
pinch it. I'm so confused. You're saying that these
So-
are not statues, but they're not people either?
Well, you didn't get this. You're going based off of information that Othronus got. Other than
Okay.
these are lifelike statues.
Oh, okay. So you're saying like lifelike in the way like of like Leonardo or Da Vinci, or like one of the statues like that they carved that are like
Mhm.
hyper realistic and everything.
No, these are very realistic statues.
Suspiciously hyper-realistic statues.
Yeah.
In odd poses.
You do know what petrification means, right, Heidi? Just to-
Yeah,
just
I
to
mean,
be certain?
I've
Okay,
watched
yeah.
Harry Potter. They're frozen.
No. Okay. They're
Well-
turned to stone, like you know how if you
Oh,
look
Medusa.
at Medusa,
Yeah,
So they're
so it's
legit
not
stone.
flesh. So
Much
not
like
fleshy
how-
stone.
Yeah, like how nowadays in the woods you can find petrified stone or petrified
That's
wood,
what I would.
which is
A
just
whole bucket of
turned
it.
to stone. Yeah, so that's essentially what that is. But I mean, this is really, maybe it's just a shell. He's really tempted to just like tap, 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 but like going
And
against.
Everybody roll another, or the two of you roll another perception check. Actually, I'll go ahead and extend this to Othronus and Celia.
Okay.
At a -2 for Othronus and Celia.
12.
12.
I rolled a natural 1, -2, which makes it a -1. Then
Right.
plus, no, so I'm back to 1 because of the plus I have to perception. So 1.
So, yeah, 2 12s, a 1, and Prisma.
Sorry.
I'm currently just dusting off my outfit, just taking the time to check that everything's straight, not too messed up. Just
Sorry, I thought you were
adjustments
just
the best
talking
I
to
can.
just them. I got a 16 plus 5, 21.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thank God somebody can roll perception nowadays.
you see that the stone eyes are looking at you, begging you not to break them.
I will
Little
say I'll give
precious
it
moment
to.
size.
I will say that I give it to. I'll give this to Cordelia and Celia as well. You both, and Prisma, of course, you noticed this as well. You all notice the sound of footsteps coming down the stairs to come down to this hole.
Oh, crap. Throw the tarp back on.
And Prisma, I will say, you also hear a few voices and multiple footsteps. You're able to tell that there are multiple footsteps. So it's not just one person. You don't know if there's going to be enough time to get Cordelia back to the crate there.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Can I
play dead
use
under
minor
here.
illusion to make the outside of her look like stone?
I will
If
say.
she sits in a 5-foot square. Sits is the keyword.
Yeah, I'll
I will
say
say
crisscross applesauce.
if you want to try and use a spell to make her look like stone and then like throw the tarp over, I will allow that.
Yes. And he will go quickly to her and just say, shh, shut up, stay still, don't say anything, nothing, try not to breathe. And then he'll put a minor illusion on her and she'll see like weird looking symbols and her hands and everything look like stone. So I tell her like, close your eyes, don't say anything. When they walk by, just try not to breathe. And then I'll put the tarp over her. And then I'll try and look. I'll just I'm just like looking around, seeing what I can do before I just reach into a pocket and pull out a pen and just start writing shit in the air.
Yep. I will say, Othronus and Celia make a stealth check at advantage. Cordelia, I'll say make a stealth check.
Okay.
I'll say a +2 bonus. You're under the tarp and
Plus
got the
plus
stone.
what?
+2 bonus.
Okay.
Additional. And then Prisma, if you're just trying to act as naturally as possible, I'll say roll deception. Or
Well,
roll
performance.
deception?
I'll allow either. Deception or performance, I'll allow either.
Can I use one of my functions of probability to help Cordelia out?
I believe that's if you are casting a level spell. So correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. I saw the leveled spell. Thank you. Yeah, let me roll again for me. 1 sec.
22.
18.
22 and 18. Yeah, no, you guys are good in the box. Enjoying the box.
15 plus 3, so that's 18.
Smells like cedar. 18. Nice.
Yeah.
And Cordelia.
12 on my stealth.
12. All right. And so it was 12. What? Again, remind me, everybody, that was 12. Prisma? You got an 18? Okay. Celia?
Also an 18.
18, 2 18s. And Othronus,
22.
22. All right, so that would be... Yes, that'll do it. It's probably tense, Cordelia, because I think this sheet is thick enough that you can't see through it, but thin enough that you can see the light of torches moving and pretty clearly here. As there are voices, both, Marva and Dal, as well as, these Zentrum thugs that you can't see all that well. Or you can't see. But you hear the voices of asking a few questions, tossing a few crates open to look inside. Though they seem to stay away from the crate that you're sitting in, Othronus and Celia. You do see one kind of come up pretty close to you, Cordelia, and Prisma. When they came down, they introduced. Oh yes, and this is the last of our chartered guests here on the ship right now.
Yep, just our guess. Just fucking hiding.
No problem.
And they're standing pretty close, but after a pause, he steps away, and after like a minute or so of them kind of examining some of the items down here, and they head up and leave. Do you guys come out after they head up, or do you wait for the all clear?
Yeah.
I think I have to be close to her for this to keep working, so I'm gonna just stick around, but I am gonna keep an ear out.
All right. Well, listening out for the sounds of this group that is are investigating the ship. After about 3 minutes more after they head back up, you hear the shuffling and like a jumping sort of sound, like they have jumped or stepped off of the ship in some way.
I think I will go check, like just kind of like stick my head up from below the deck to see if they got off.
Yeah. And as you do, you do see those figures actually have they're on their own ship now, and they're actually heading in another direction. So you actually also see, I'll share this in a moment, but you actually see get a good look at Skullport as you're beginning to make the final approach. And Marva actually kind of looks over to you and says, "The others doing all right down there? You can let them know it should be safe to come out about now."
Yeah. You got stone people down there, and then he just dips his head back under to go back and take the tarp off of Cordelia, and lift and make her look normal again. And just
you don't see as like she just kind of like looks over it down. It's like, stoned people. But yeah, no, Cordelia, you after sitting there holding your breath as much as you can, you see. I'm almost imagining like just with a start, like Prisma pulls it off. How do you pull off the tarp?
I do like very, very dramatic, like take it off. And And so it must look. I do yelp a little bit or do like because I'm assuming Cordelia opens her eyes. Yes.
Yeah. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh,
And he kind of forgot, the stone thing, and then all of a sudden, we're looking at these like, are they actually stone people? And then this one actually looks at me, so he's a little like,
moved.
what the? Oh, right. Everyone's gone. And then when he goes and gives her a hand to help her up, the spell is uncast. I don't know. She turns back to normal.
I will say, Celia, you hear kind of the all clear from Prisma. Othronus, I don't think you've heard any of this. Your mind has been on other things.
yeah. So what were they? Those were the shipmates, right?
The shipmates? Are you referring to the people that came down below?
Yeah, the people who just came down, or were they they were the
Yeah, it was the fuzz.
yeah, the fuzz.
Well, the people infesting Fuzz, other criminal group, trying to make sure that they get their cut. But yeah, effective Fuzz.
Mm-hmm.
The Fuzz of the Unders.
It's the man, not the man. This is like the woman, but still man.
Yeah.
Celia Thronis, you've got the all clear to get out of the box. I mean, you can stay in the box to make it your coffin if you want, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
No.
Do I know that they're in the box?
I think you were keeping an eye on them, so yes, you know that they're in.
He's going to start on his lute playing more than words while they're in there. Just kind of setting the mood.
Do you hear that off music?
I hear something. I don't know if I could call it music.
I'm going to slam my head through that wooden panel and just say, off music.
Roll a strength check. If you're trying to smash your head through this, it's gonna require a strength check.
I got a straight 18.
All right.
Like, because I don't have anything to add to strength. I have literally 0 for strength.
Impressed.
Oh my
Very
god,
impressed.
I rolled for damage and I rolled a 10. So, let's see, with this
Like The Shining, you just bust in there. Here's Johnny.
Yeah, you go ahead and take 5 damage, and the crate does like this hole does appear as your head pops through.
And he does say, off music? Excuse me?
Was there something that you weren't clear about?
Looks at invisible camera, just...
She's like wiping bits of wood off of her.
That was pretty sweet.
Looks at invisible, the office camera, like Jim Halpert, just...
Were you saying that's sweet to Prisma, or Celia's stick burn?
I mean, I'm actually going for more for charisma because smashing your head through...
That is a very Othronus move.
It is. I respect it. I do respect it. It looks like it damaged him a little bit, so that just, I gotta respect the man for it. But yeah, no, we were boxed.
I do put my hand through the hole and just, the horns help.
I mean, I just clicked my own. It's true. But what were you playing? Because in the box, it's not as easy to hear on the outside. I have no idea what you were doing. For all I know, you could have been humming something.
Oh my god, part of me wants to do another strength check to just like slam my hands in there and then start playing also. But no.
Question: Is his head stuck in the thing when he did it? So if we try to just like move ourselves out, is he just in a head stuck in the box?
Oh, that is a good question.
roll a sleight of hand. We'll do this as sleight of hand.
No,
Try
this is
and
not gonna end
get
well.
your head out of here.
This is not going to
'Cause
end well.
particularly with the horns, it's going to be easier one way than the other.
I don't like this either. I got a 19.
I think with that, yeah, no, you're able to get out. I think a little bit of the like the side of this panel comes out as well.
I
And
still have it like around my neck while I'm playing.
like there's a bit of like during like you hear some steps coming down the stairs, and you just hear Taliesin, this teenage drow, just go, "What the fuck did you do to the secret? Right? Jeez, oh, God's Marva's gonna kill me."
I'll fix this. I just need some wood glue and some nails. And before you ask, no, I have no idea about anything of carpentry, but I'm a quick study.
I'm just gonna give my idea. What if we just turn the box so the damage is facing the wall?
The door only goes one way. We'll get it figured out.
I will
But
pay for the damages. It's a box, right?
I think that would work. Marv would probably accept something like that. Probably still get him upset, but
Yeah.
oh, by the way, we're about to make our final approach, so you guys want to come up?
Ooh, all right.
Let me know if you want to stay down here. Don't smash the box up more. Actually, I take that
I thought you
back.
were gonna say don't smash the pumpkins. Okay.
But,
Smashing pumpkins!
You're asking us to make a mess? That seems counterproductive, but I'm not going to say
Smashing
no.
I mean, I'll
pumpkins
do it
starts
if you want
rocking
me
out.
to.
Don't threaten me with a good time. That's all I'm saying.
I think as I'm walking by to, because the drow also quote unquote works on this boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to like flip him some gold, probably like 20 gold for the box and the inconvenience.
Yeah, you
to
see
be
him
quiet
like
about it.
eyes like wide, like, oh, okay, yeah, no, this should be enough.
And he's like, "Oh, that whatever extra you have, just don't tell him about it." And then he'll just walk upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Can do. Interesting one, that one. He kind of like looks at the other three of you. All right.
Oh.
Well, are you guys heading up, or are you staying down?
Is the coast clear to come up now?
What was that? Sorry, cut up.
Oh, is the coast clear to come up now?
Yeah, no, they did their inspection and they're on their way, so they shouldn't give us much more grief, or they shouldn't give us more right now. I mean, it's the Xanathar Guild, so grief is kind of their
Okay.
middle name.
Well, then maybe it'd be a good idea to go back up and see what Skullport's about. And from the boat.
All right. Unless I hear objections, I'm assuming you guys are heading back up.
Oh, I'm back up already. Yeah.
I am gonna like wait till everyone leaves, and I'm just gonna carve a quick message into the wood of the side of the ship in the box.
Prisma was here. All right, let's go.
The fuck is your problem? I'm
I'm
saying that. I'm
actually
not saying Prisma. Prisma can't even hear you right now.
I'm actually carving something else. It's like, built in the late century. Carving
Built
that
for
randomly into the side of it. Basically.
Get the
Actually,
in there.
no, you know what? No, I'm just going to say follow the map and find the treasure. Just randomly carve behind one of the crates
That's mean.
with an arrow pointing to the left.
That's so mean.
You're just setting up random clues for that don't pay off to anything for people in the future.
Future, past, someone could just be like, there's supposed to be a treasure hidden on this ship. That's what legends say. This smuggler ship, somebody forgot to smuggle something off of it. That's the hidden treasure.
Yeah.
I don't have
And if
enough
you don't
gold to
find it-
fix that mess.
And if you don't find it, you're just not looking hard enough. All right.
And then
Well,
write
as-
friendship under another random panel.
As you're all stepping up, got something in the art channel. You are making your final approach to Skullport. That image. Got this one. This one's a map. The items or the locations you don't necessarily need to pay too much attention to. I'll let you know what is currently active and what you know about, but there we go. Stuff on Skullport. You're coming in from that main river towards the bottom, and going in towards excuse me, that kind of harbor directly in. Similarly, there's these kind of glowing sources of light from both the sides of this larger area in this cave, as well as warm lantern light and firelight coming from the buildings here. It seems like the bulk of this light, though, is coming from this island kind of off to the left of where you're landing. That Marva actually, as you're kind of looking off in that direction, says, "Yeah, that's where he's holed up, old Xanathar." But most of what goes through Skullport ends up going in his pocket, but we've got a good little setup here. It's working for the time being.
Well,
When you say Xanadar, Prisma just the background singing the numbers Xanadu. No, but
Xanathar.
Xanathar. No, but he
Really wrote a book
afterwards
a while
does. He's dancing and doing the whole show number too, but just Xanathar instead of Xanadu. But no, afterwards he just does put his hands on his hips. He's like, "All right, time to find out what the voices in my head want me here for. I'll figure it out someday."
Right. As you're making your approach, actually, the Mind Flayer and the Hobgoblin that you traveled with, Millum and Blurg, says, Blurg actually says, "Well, it seems that this is right around where we part ways. Millum and I, we have research that we're going to do on the ecology of the Undermountain here. Seems you have other directions you'll be pulled in, but I guess good luck."
Thank you. Good luck. And directions is a strong word for it. All right, my man.
Yes, well, to each their own.
I'll embrace the chaos.
And Marva actually goes and checks in with. You're definitely able to hear this as well, Prisma, but with three of you, and says, "Sounds like you'll be getting a ride up to the surface. We've got somebody that can help with that, but we're gonna need a little bit of time to get in contact with her, get her ready. Will be a bit of a cost. I'll see what I can do to negotiate that. But we have a place. There's a tavern that we've got that we can that you can wait at. That good for you, Lot? Or do you wanna
Yes,
try
because
and
she could use a drink.
Taverns are good.
I mean, what can we
Alright.
do at said cabin?
drink?
So-
Maybe start a small
So-
government, make a treaty for the people. More than likely, just drink though.
I mean, you can
I
do
get a
other
feeling that
things.
as soon as you spoke about any of that stuff, like a weird eye just popped out of nowhere and started watching you suspiciously. As
I
soon as
don't
you
think
mentioned
sarcasm-
unionizing, that's just immediately you're watched.
And you
sarcasm
see
doesn't
the
really
Xanathar,
translate well.
and you see the Xanathar rise up from his fortress and say, "Who spoke about unionizing? I'll have your head."
Oh man, I don't even think the Italians can help with this one. We should get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, you gonna be staying here? Most people don't come to Stillport just for the. I mean, some people come for the hell of it. But it's not the sort of place I would recommend living. Granted, unless you're trying to make a living like we do. But it seems, particularly you three, have a life to get back up there.
Yeah, we were just passing through.
Yeah.
Give us
But
like
we
a
appreciate the ride.
give us like
Getting a
a
ride.
half hour to an hour. We can get you get you back to you know what? I think there's a sigil that Devil's got. We can send you to him. That work for you? Or did you have some other teleportation circle we can negotiate it?
I think that'll be fine, I think, guys. Any objections?
Yeah, I don't got juice for a teleportation circle.
No, sorry, to be
Wait,
clear,
are you coming
Marva's
with us?
I'm going to get a drink, and then I'm leaving with my ride. So I guess in reality,
ride?
you're following me.
your ride?
My companion?
I didn't know you rode them. I'm teasing.
I'm not gonna ride you, right? Like I just want to make that clear.
No, if anything, I'm riding in you in your head.
Okay, let's move on. All the voices in my head say that this is not. I don't like this. So let's move on.
Did he say all this out loud like his side of the conversation?
Is he?
Sorry, I was supposed to stay in the thought bubble.
But did it?
Do you share all of your side of that conversation you're out loud?
For me, yes. Yes. There are moments of lucidity here, I swear.
I just I'm waiting for him to bust out whatever pipe and or whatever thing he might be drinking.
By the way,
or
he's
smoking.
talking to Celia this entire time because she asked him. So I don't even know how. Celia probably fucking hates me already.
I am going back through my life and wondering what choices led up to this moment.
Well, you should have been more outgoing in third grade. That's what I'm just gonna assume.
You're just gonna assume.
You guys went to school?
Yeah.
I went to school.
Right.
All
Marv
go
actually-
to school. Education's important, though it can be boring.
Yeah, I have a degree.
Ooh, fancy pants.
I have 3
I
I think
degrees.
that's I don't know if that's more
Technically,
concerning or
Celia
not.
gave me all of them.
I went to college.
I technically have 3 degrees. Celia gave me all of them that one time with the
Where I
scarecrows.
missed the scarecrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
I
gave me all
see.
3 degrees.
It's an arson joke. Okay, that's good. I like it. I like it.
I literally
I
held
like
it in front of her to shoot it, and she still hit me.
You know, double nat ones with advantage.
I was literally holding it in front of her, like, shoot this, shoot, ow, fucking shoulder again.
And you know what's weird is that, but that's like that specific scenario of like having advantage and rolling double nat ones. I think we've done it like 3 times. That's
Yeah.
like just one of
God.
them. I think
I know you're not
one of them
actually
was in-
saying rolls, but like that's awful. That's awful.
Uh,
2 nat ones? What the fuck?
I think we still have the recording. It's just we're dying laughing.
No, it's not funny.
She inadvertently ended. Oh, and you know what also made that whole situation worse? 1, they were fighting scarecrows, and 2, it was happening in the middle of a farmer's field.
So we were lighting everything but the monster on fire.
Who is?
Are you
also-
guys communicating this to Prisma?
I don't
I mean,
think so.
I think we stopped.
Okay.
And, like, I did the 3rd degree joke, and that was about it. I think.
Okay, because I was about to say, because maybe he's like, I'm gonna stay on the boat. Because I have the feeling I'm. You know what? I don't know if you know this. I'm flammable.
It's actually quite flammable.
I don't know if I'm old fashioned like
Get
that.
Celia's
So
attention.
a little bit of heat and I'm all flames, if you will. So
I'm actually gonna say, Marva's just gonna let you know as you guys are chatting. Listen, head to the tavern Guts and Goddess and talk to Boskin, and he should be able to tell you that. Tell him Marva sent you.
Will do.
All right. We're gonna get things unloaded, and then I'll go and get you sorted out with Tats.
Lovely.
sounds good. Drinking time.
Drinking time. I'm sure we'll also continue some of the chat as you're traveling up this up through the city here. Excuse me. So stuff talking.
Sorry, what?
No, I'm sorry. I'm muttering to myself. Yeah. But yeah, no, as you're walking through this city, you're just kind of observing a number of unsavory folks. Excuse me. And I think you all noticed that this is very much an undercity where You don't see. This is where a lot of the sort of races of Faerun that you don't see all that often are a lot more visible. Duragar for sure, as well as Celia's might be a little bit uncomfortable for you. There are quite a number of drow of various types. You get the sense that this isn't necessarily where most of the loyalist drow end up, so you're not necessarily that's not necessarily at the forefront of what you're seeing here. But you see orcs, goblins, kobolds, even a few other mind flayers, all just kind of around here. In fact, as you're passing by an alleyway, you just see there's just a mind flayer eating a guy's brain out of his head, straight out of his head. Kind of like gives you a glare of like, what are you looking at as you're walking by?
Wonderful. I have 4 more hours of disguise self I could burn through if I really want to. And I do.
You don't
want
You gotta
to.
ask, what's that taste like?
brains. Do you ask the mind flayer?
Yeah.
You.
I'm gonna assume his last thoughts. So, not much.
You kind of like catch him with his mouth full, so he kind of like retracts for a moment. Head tentacles still kind of wrapped around this guy's head, but just kind of like giving enough kind of breath so that he can talk. And he kind of musters up. Taste. I don't know if this is a sensation that I'm entirely familiar with, but if you mean what am I familiar with, it is longing. This one didn't find his place. And that makes the taste, I suppose you might say, sweeter to me.
I get that. Ate a mimic
What?
once when he pissed me off because he was attacking me.
Kind of grunts at you. Actually, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw, Lethronus.
Oh shit.
Cool. Not bad. A 16.
Yeah, you. He says like a couple of like sweet nothings in your ear as you're speaking. As you kind of finish what you're saying. Like, I can show you a life where you do not need to worry about such betrayals. And you kind of shake it off, and you very much get the sense that he's like trying to make you his thrall, since you're talking and actively engaging with him.
You know something I always wondered? And my eye will actually start to glow a little bit underneath my eye patch. Those tentacles also taste like octopus?
And you see him kind of pause for a moment and then just kind of groan, give you kind of like a grunt of disapproval as he like recognizes what you're putting down and then just kind of like takes his meal and heads further down the alley.
Just big toothy smile. Big toothy smile and a wave as I move on.
What a lovely man. Yeah, there's a couple goblins that are just Yeah, no, they're straight up selling like some zombies.
Zombie thralls.
Hey, adventurers trying to explore down and under mountain. Need some little guys to trigger some traps for you. You need some
Like
zombies.
free tireless labor that you just got to pay for once. Pay us.
You lot, you need some zombies? You look like you need zombies.
Absolutely, everybody needs zombies.
You young lady, you need a zombie?
I mean, everybody
Really,
can use one, but not right now in my life. When I'm more responsible, maybe.
Cordelia, you
Are we
can't have
talking
a
about
pet.
zombies or puppies?
You can't have a pet zombie, Cordelia. We talked about this.
Oh, you change your mind and you know where to find us.
Oh, absolutely.
He's just Prisma's just in the background, like imitating a zombie, like.
Yeah.
He is just waiting for everyone though, because everyone's taking a nice stop.
Hey,
No,
this
this
is
is
like
like-
the underground swap meet. Of course, we're gonna take our time.
Yeah, and I will say I do kind of like nudge at Cordelia, and then like gesture over at Orthronus and Celia, and just like, why do the goth girls always end up with the golden retriever boys? I never fails.
Yin yang, buddy.
Celia looks over
Opposite
at Arthronus.
You're really calling Arthronus a golden retriever?
I mean, not
Compared to the
retriever,
goth girl
more-
next to him, fuck yes.
more of a Great Dane, perhaps.
Yeah,
Saint
like nice, quiet Great Dane will kill the fuck out of you, but pretty quiet.
Who are we talking about?
Don't worry
nothing.
about
All
it,
good
big
things.
guy.
All good things.
Pat,
Okay.
pat on the head.
Good boy.
I just shrug and I do the same thing.
Golden retriever energy.
Yeah.
I just pull out my flask. Anybody?
Oh, yes, please.
Ooh, sure.
Unfortunately, my Everclear is gone. I did use that when we lit those things on fire, but the rest of the stuff is there. Rosé, whiskey, a few others.
And straight to the whiskey.
Straight to the whiskey.
And the whiskey holds glass, and the glass holds man, or however that song goes. That Chris Stapleton song. Something about whiskey having a hold over a person.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, as you're continuing on, you pass by like a large building that seems to be some sort of distillery. And like there's a couple of figures that just kind of like smaller figures that kind of like run up from an alleyway. And then like kind of pause and like look at you, and you see that it seems like they're a gang of were-rats or something of the sort. And then they just kind of like look at you and they just scurry offwards in another direction.
They're doing their thing.
And their thing.
Okay.
I'm trying to add some set dressing.
Oh no, not that. I was that. No, I'm not saying about that. I think he would just be like, okay, because that was weird. They just looked at us and then they just let. Do I have something on my face?
Yes.
I
Your face.
rolled to see whether they were gonna like stop and like try and pick your pocket, if like they would come up from behind and try and stealth and pick your pockets. But I rolled for it to see whether they would find you as good marks. It was a 2 out of emphasis roll, so no.
Nah, these some broke bitches. Let's go.
Like
These
they
bitches don't
look
money.
at me and think like, okay, he's an idiot. small one looks gullible and then immediately sees Celia, who like immediately like knows what they're doing. Okay, maybe not.
The dark elf mist. Oh, no, she's looking like a human right now. Never mind.
Yeah, no. The human immediately just eyes them like, oh, damn it, she's onto us.
The goth mistress is glaring at us.
Oh my god, they're Schmeagles.
Just the gang of
Oh my god,
Smeagol.
they're simp Schmeagles.
Oh, man.
For Celia! I'm just kidding, no.
Yeah. But after a bit, and climbing up this kind of bit of a slope, and there's actually like this is kind of like a multi-tiered city where there's kind of a tier on the bottom, tier in the middle, and then there's some walkways up on the top for some of the nicer things. And after climbing up to the middle tier and following the directions that you were given, you eventually find your way to a what seems to be an inn of some kind. It's a fairly large store and actually extends up this building. There's another business below it. This tavern is on the middle section and extends up into the top section. And you see this broken sign, like it's got like the two sort of points of attachment, and like one of them's just full on busted, so it's just hanging limply there with this sign for Guts and Gardens is the name of this inn.
This place seems nice. Is this where we're supposed to go?
It's where you were directed to.
One alcohol, please.
I will also say, like, just also as another bit of set dressing. I don't know if we're gonna go here, but I just want to point out another like cool thing, because you guys just see up like on the top level and kind of towards the back of the cavern. You're kind of in the middle of the cavern right now, but towards the back there's just a full-on petrified purple worm, just like kind of laying on top of this city. And you actually see lights coming from the inside of its mouth, like people are living inside of it now.
Oh, that's
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrifying if you think this thing is just permanently petrified and they just live inside its stomach. They didn't hollow it out or anything.
Yeah. You head inside, and there is a bar here. There's a good this tavern's almost exactly like halfway filled, so it's not a busy night, it seems, but there is a decent amount of patrons here.
Yeah.
You can either head up to the bar or sit down at one of the tables.
So bar or table? Like bar seat or table seat?
Are we?
Are you asking the team?
Talk, or are we looking
Yes.
to
Because I'm
just
not.
drink?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a drink while we're waiting for.
You got the time for it.
We do. Also, I look around.
Let's just get a table.
Card games happening.
There's a few card games happening around. I'll actually also say that if you guys would like, just to kind of like, since we're kind of at a bit of a pause here, and so we don't pick up momentum and then stop, we could call it a night here. Or if you want, we can try continuing on for a little bit.
Let's try a little bit just to see how things play out before we have to.
All right. Yeah, no, there are a few people playing the odd game of cards. You actually see on the second story there's a Minotaur that seems to be arm wrestling a couple guys, and there's a bit of a few people kind of gathered around up there. Taking note of that.
That could be fun.
I think Prisma would have already gone up to bar and asked for a beer. Nothing with alcohol content more than 10%. Sparks make everything flammable.
All right. Let me roll here. All right. Yeah, this there's actually this tiefling standing at the bar. Kind of looks at you and says, "Right." And he kind of just pours you from the what's on tap. Pours Stein and passes it over to you. Anything else to need?
No, I think I'm good. And he'll pay her however much it is. I don't know how fucking much it is.
Let's done
Like
here.
some silver, copper. How inflated are the prices here, or is it dirt cheap? Because he just got a basic beer.
There we go. 2 silver.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty
Hands
decent.
over the 2 silver. I don't know how that translates to gold, but yes.
Basically, with gold, it's each gold is 10 silver, so 10 silver would be gold. And then same thing, it's 10 copper is a silver.
It gets crazy when it's 100 for a denomination. That's when the silver and the copper really counts, and the gold is when you're spending like a couple grand on something.
Ah, I see. So, and you said it was 2 silver. How much silver?
2 silver.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, this does not look like necessarily the most appealing drink. But it does seem to be drink.
I mean,
you're not certain if he checked the alcohol content before serving
all right,
it.
well, he takes a big gulp anyways. And he does one of those, he does a little tick there when it kicks. He's like, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. And walks away.
All right.
He does look for them. Like, he knows he's not part of the team, but they're the only familiar faces here, so he goes and sits there very awkwardly.
Yeah, Othronus, Celia, and Cordelia, what are you doing?
I think Cordelia is just checking out kind of people watching at the moment.
People watching?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get the sense there are decent amount of people are here just trying to relax after, heavy days, a day's work down here. Then there's also plenty of people that are trying to get rowdy some way. Actually, the three of you roll a perception check.
All right.
Sorry, Prisma.
Perception, Sydney.
19.
Or no, perception.
17.
17.
Oh, wow, that is just... Wow.
Oh.
So that's a natural 1, so 4. I am very much focused on the gambling and the arm wrestling happening up top, just thinking, should I?
Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. Right. Yeah, I will say, Celia and Cordelia, you, with your perception checks, you do also see alongside these more, people that seem to fit in with this strange city. You do notice there are a couple of others that seem to be either standing out or trying not to stand out. You get the sense that there's a couple of people here that are cloaked or in some sort of trying to hide their perhaps more topside leaning origins. Like maybe they're like people come down here from up there on occasion to for one reason or another. As well as you do notice there's a couple of tables that have what seem to be adventuring parties that have come down from up above. In fact, you think that you recognize a few faces from the Yawning Portal that have come down here and are trying their own luck down here. In fact, Celia and Cordelia, you recognize in actual Zentrum colors now, along with two other companions, Will. It is Will with a Y, but not that Will with a Y, it's the other Will with a Y. The one that you had met at the Yawning Portal.
Oh, the guy.
He actually seems a little bit unnerved, but is down here and seems to be all right.
Remember the guy that went down the portal but then ran back up?
Yeah, the one that's the entire other party, the rest of his party died.
As soon as they went down, they immediately get murdered.
Yeah. I don't even think I remembered his name.
I think I did put
Oh, nice.
an NPC block for him in the NPC spell. Let me check. Yes. Will, half-elf, debt to the mob. And he's actually working, it seems, with the Zentrum.
Well then.
What would you guys like to do?
So y'all are the Zentrum. What evil things are you scamming or scheming right now?
Did you actually say that?
No.
Yes, antagonize the city.
I guess I'll just...
I was so afraid I would have to gag her.
Can I, eavesdrop? Sort of surely they don't. Boba, get off that shelf.
Oh, I'm being nosy as fuck right now.
But anyways,
I am being nosy as fuck right now.
She'll try to scooch around. on the Zentarum.
On the with this table that he's sitting at.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually hear there's two other companions that he's sitting with at this table, and you hear actually roll, let's say, stealth and perception before I just give this to you.
Stealth and perception?
Yeah, two separate rolls.
Okay. All right. Stealth. Oh, that's a nat. Oh, that's a nat 1, but I can re-roll. That's another nat 1. Oh my gosh. Two in a row.
I think we've been ruling it where you keep on rolling until you don't get a 1.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
Halfling luck, baby.
I'm sorry. No, it's just.
Another 2
I
nat
didn't
1s.
believe you guys.
No. Honestly, their dice rolls are pretty bad. And luckily, it does seem to be better with
this
Seven
game,
Deadly Sins.
We survive on luck and like the seat of our pants in this game.
Well, evidently not necessarily always luck.
Good
In
thing.
some others,
Good thing Prisma doesn't believe in luck.
So that's an 18 for stealth.
there is literally a goddess of luck, but I mean, and you said 18 for stealth?
18 for stealth, and then I rolled 18 for perception. No, wait, no, I was looking at the wrong thing. 15 for perception. I was gonna say, why am I rolling doubles? Hold on, I gotta shoo the cats. I'll be right back.
Oh. Okay, I guess she's... Well, I guess she's going right as I was about to let her know. What's going on? Nah, it's all... I will say let's end in a moment, but I'll resolve what she's in on.
And I know there's a goddess of luck. I don't believe in her.
Evidently.
What is a god to a non-believer?
I just gotta say that. Like, I understand the what people are going for when they use that line, but I just gotta say it's like, at least for me, it just feels so. It's like if you don't believe in something, it just doesn't exist. No, I mean the.
Oh, okay.
What is a god to a non-believer? Like I get what people are going for.
I mean, they're making it sound like their god is a fairy, and they'll just drop dead if they stop saying that they're real.
What's a god to a non-believer? Still a god.
Yeah.
Like
if will murder you from like 1 trillion miles away.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Also, fun fact: people that don't believe in any gods or any philosophies, or like don't believe in anything throughout their lives, if in the Forgotten Realms, if they're basically just like full-on atheists in a world with gods, they basically, when they die, their soul goes to Wall in Purgatory.
Does that mean Steve Rogers would have gone to Purgatory in this? You know, because besides seeing Thor and everything, he did famously say there's only one God, and he doesn't dress like. So clearly, he's still Christian. Well, but we're moving beyond the game.
That's a different set of lore, and even in that sense, he would still believe in a god, just not the Norse gods. This is like in Forgotten Realms lore, they're just like full on like I don't believe in any god. I like literally do not believe that they exist. And not just that, but also, and they don't have any philosophy, like notable philosophy. Or I think that also happens to people that like, I'm getting off track. Cordelia, yeah, you're listening in on this conversation, and what you're actually hearing is some congratulations, it seems like, as his other two party members are actually kind of like patting him on the shoulder and giving him kudos, like, yeah, for first first proper delve into Undermountain. Not too shabby. Got those items delivered, and once the... Alright, let me double check. So many... Yeah, once Marva's done offloading, we can go ahead and pick up the items and begin moving back up into the city. Not too shabby for your first go around. It seems like basically with what you rolled and what you're listening in on, it seems he's basically joined a pickup crew that is picking up some of the items that have been smuggled in by Marva's whole gang, and bringing some of them back up to the city. You actually notice that they all have bags of holding on.
Oh, must be using those bags of holding.
Carry a lot more.
Hold things.
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to steal one of them before we leave.
Yeah. I wonder how difficult that might be. Use my feminine wiles.
I think I would have a better time using my feminine wiles.
Listen. Cordelia's cute. She's just a little dim.
Would you say dueling banjos is your idea of a romantic song?
No. You can't get a man with a gun from Annie Get Your Gun.
Okay, I think my point still stands. You know what? This is a roughneck town. Maybe it'll work. Honestly.
No, I was more just like chuckling at the. Oh, you find them, and your immediate thought is, "Let's go rob them."
I was authorized to suggested it, but
there's Xanathar.
Maybe there's petrified people in their bags. I don't know what you can put in there. We gotta save them.
Yeah,
ooh, I've seen those.
You never asked what was going on with the petrified those statues down there.
Well, maybe I was confused. I'm sorry. I'm running on like 5 hours of sleep.
No, you're good. I think that this is probably a pretty decent place to take to stop for the night, and we can pick up next time.
Yes. Definitely order some drinks. I might see if I can convince some of the other guys to join me in this heist, because if we steal all 3 of their bags of holding, that's 3 extra bags of holding, guys.
Right?
Yes, that is the...
And I'm sure that's going to go well.
I mean, I'm not saying we keep them, I'm just saying we see if there's anything interesting, maybe we pawn them.
I have a better idea of how to get those bags, but we will talk later.
Well, this is done.
I mean, here's the thing.
Do it.
You know, I know this was just meant to be a little side thing, but as soon as you said bags of holding, I was like, oh, those are tempting items to steal.
I mean, you could also buy a bag of holding.
Or you can win a bag of holding.
Buy a
Or you can win a bag of holding.
Yeah.
You can earn a bag of holding.
I'm gonna say...
You guys already have a bag of holding.
Or we need another one.
Yes, but what about second, third, and fourth bag of holding?
Exactly, because I'm not saying we're going to use them. I'm just saying if we get a quick room and empty them all out, and there's nothing good in there, and then we bump into them again and say, "Oh, look, you dropped your bag of holding. That's empty as shit. You should be more careful." Just passive aggressive return the thing and just be angry that it was empty.
They are handy items. All right. Well, this has been fun.
It has been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice getting back in this. Oh god, I hope we don't get into too much trouble before we get our free ticket out of here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be wanted in like this new little port town.
What? No.
Listen,
I
there's
mean-
a reason Celia's still keeping up her disguise self.
I'll also say, you're getting close to the hour mark. I'll say you can just mark off another spell slot for it, and you have like slightly more than an hour,
Ooh.
just for simplicity's sake, because you're like almost at the end of
If
that
I can-
timer.
If I can, I'll find you a
Refresh.
hat of disguise. That way you can just keep that up.
We could borrow the captain's
true
real
that.
quick. Captain, let me borrow your hat. Just for a little bit.
Give me your hat.
I mean, do you need it to be a hat? What if you found like a scrunchie of disguise or a like
Ooh.
hairpin of disguise?
Your clothes, give them to me.
I need your clothes,
I mean-
your boots, and your motorcycle. It's like, try this, my naked metal man, and just put a hat on the Terminator's head, and just bam, instantly has human skin and clothes.
I don't think it's come up, but Leah does have, and there is an item that gives you, like it basically is like a hairpin that lets you have disguise self. It's a bit more limited because it only gives you, I think, you can do it once a day for an hour, or you can do it for 4 hours, but it won't, like it loses its magic after you use it that way. It'd be a fun one.
Yeah.
And I mean, at that point, try to find yeah. Unless you need it just like for a one-time thing where you're never gonna look like that person again.
Yeah. Hopefully, next time there will be some. I mean, very well. We'll see. It could end up going the direction of a fight, though. I think could have some fun role play as well.
I don't think so. I think we're just gonna talk to some people, see how the trio hangs out, and maybe enter a card game or arm wrestling competition. And drinks. We need to get drinks. That's the one thing we didn't.
I'm way ahead of you.
You were smart. You went straight for the bartender and like, yeah, no, I need it. Give me whatever's on tap.
More whiskey, please.
Whatever's your cheapest, grossest, grungiest drink. We got
Give
Bud Light.
me- Ah, yes, gross. That'll do.
We got
we got-
Pabst Blue Ribbon here.
We got National Light. Don't ask.
We got Keystone. Oh, you know what? I'll just I'll drink from the spittoon instead.
Yeah, no, I mean, it literally describes, let me actually pull it back up so I can read what it says. It sells an alcohol that is made in Skullport, that distillery that you pass by. It's called Wormwiz, very descriptive. An alcoholic swill, or 2 silver pieces a month.
You know
So
what?
the description literally calls it swill.
See, this is
You know
why we can just order 2 glasses and I can like fill them up with the flask.
He just
Yeah.
takes a strong sip. Just. Yep, that's Wormwiz. Yep, that's 100% that. 2 please. 2 please.
Yep, that shit.
How much for an empty mug, bartender?
You just want to buy a mug?
Rent a mug.
Rent. Are you just wanting the mug?
I'll just take the mug.
Okay, 5 copper.
All right, 5 coppers. Anyone else gonna run a mug?
I just need the
Uh.
whiskey. I don't need the mug.
Yeah.
That's her. You go back to our
Whiskey,
table and I'm
make it
just going to
double.
pour my
Just
own.
coughs profusely.
I'm gonna start with wine and that good stuff first before I get into the harder whiskeys because I do plan to either gamble or gamble with an arm wrestling. There's a minotaur upstairs. I don't know what this person is like. He, she, it could be a fucking cyborg.
For all you know, it is. All right. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna cut the game off for tonight. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for hosting, Michael.
This is awesome.
I'm glad that things worked out. That you guys at least get to experience some of Skullport.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta take a little jaunt down here for a bit.
I'm just saying, the way he wants to go about this as well, we're going to be meeting all of Skullport as we're running out of it.
No, we're just gonna be like, people are gonna go start asking questions when we leave, like, who stole this? Why is something on fire? What happened? Like, who started that fight in the bar?
What are you, a cop? Who you?
Yeah, that was
Look,
honestly,
if you're a cop, you have to tell me. That's the rule when you ask.
Yeah, honestly, Cordelia, when you were asking Dal, that Duragar, like what they were smuggling, he basically like gave you a look. It's like, what are you, a cop?
What are you, a guard? Because you have to tell me if you are.
Them's the rules.
That's totally how it works, right?
Yeah, of course it is. A guard told me that.
At least I think he was a guard.
He said guards always got to identify as guards before they do anything, otherwise they can't do it. Something about random people just saying shit. And the other said, like, no, you see, I'm a guard, so that means I can't arrest you. Or stab you in the butt.
You really wanted to stab people in butts. Something about butts. Stab it.
You don't want to get stabbed in the butt, you don't do crimes.
Okay, Diddy, let's cut off the thing now.
You guys have a lovely night, and I hope you all have a wonderful day tomorrow.
You
Take
too.
care, everybody.
Guys.
You look in the river and it's just all baby oil.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
All right, good night, everyone.